He leo kono keia, ia oko e hele mai I Hawaii, I Honolulu, I ka makahiki, I Wakalua kumaha. We want to invite you to Honolulu, Hawaii in 2024. We look forward to seeing you here. Ahui ho'aku no.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Now, obviously, this is not the video that I would like to be making. There was a lot of very cool competitive Pokemon-centric news announced yesterday, but I feel like in light of other announcements, this is the video that I have to make. And, you know, I'll probably make a video about the competitive announcements still, but this feels really important to me, and that's why I'm going to make this video. So if you don't know, last night at the closing ceremony for the Pokemon World Championships, it was announced that Worlds would be held in Hawaii next year. And obviously, this is kind of like the worst possible time to announce any kind of event being held in Hawaii, because if you aren't aware, Hawaii is on fire right now. Literally, Hawaii is on fire right now. There are fires raging across several different parts of Hawaii. The death toll is very high. It's being called the most deadly, widespread fire in a very long time. It's apparently even more deadly than the fires that were in, most recently all across California. And obviously that's not good, and it's not a good time to announce that we're, going to be going there next summer. And the Pokemon Company has acknowledged this. I will give them, a little bit of credit. They have acknowledged that these fires are happening. They have pledged $200,000 to be donated to help in the relief efforts of these fires. But this is, a lot of people know about these wildfires, okay? This is the main headline that you're going to get if you try to search out, what's happening in Hawaii right now. You're just going to see about these wildfires. This is not the only issue. And it was brought to my attention by, the people in my own Discord server. They didn't know. So here I am to talk about it, because I feel like people should know and they should be aware of things before they decide to, get really excited to go Hawaii and book a trip and, oh my God, we're going on a vacation to a tropical destination in the Pacific Ocean, because, that's a lot of people dream about going to Hawaii, and I get it, and that's a big reason why it's there. It's actually very popular for, people from Japan to vacation to Hawaii. It's like a whole thing, and but Hawaii tourism is not good for Hawaii. Now, you make all the arguments you want about, economics and how, bringing money into the state is a good thing, right? But Hawaii is a chain of islands, a chain of relatively small islands, okay? And having, millions and millions of people going there who are literally just going and using up the resources there every year, and all they're really bringing back is money, is not good for Hawaii. I did read up some articles, before, just so that I could have as much information as possible. Obviously, I am not an expert, and that should go without saying. But as recent as May of this year, the locals in Hawaii have been fairly vocal that people should stop coming there. And this is for a variety of reasons. Obviously, not a single one of the hotels, or resorts or anything like that, like basically none of those are owned by locals. So they're not really profiting from that. I mean, they can work for those hotels, but other reasons are that most tourists to Hawaii are not very respectful of the locals. Um, there's an argument to be made about the appropriation of Hawaiian culture, but also just like generally, I come from Florida. I know tourists. Tourists are generally not very respectful to people they interact with when they go somewhere. There is a lot of entitlement, and I'm not, blaming anybody specifically. I'm sure that most people in the Pokemon community are very nice people, but there is a level of entitlement that comes with spending a lot of money to go somewhere, and that is just a fact. It's just what happens, and sometimes that level of entitlement does not come with an equal level of respect, and that is also just a fact. On top of that, obviously having so many people go there for the World Championships, a lot of people are going to go there just to be in Hawaii for the Pokemon World Championships, whether they qualify or not. It's going to be a large influx of people at once in the middle of the summer, when probably that's probably one of the peak tourism seasons there already. You got to think it's not going to be helping anybody. It's not going to be good for the people there. It's not going to be, good for the environment. And then despite all of that, like even if we could push all of that aside and say, they'll be fine, even if the locals weren't literally asking people not to come, and the whole state wasn't literally on fire right now, it's just a really inaccessible place to hold the World Championships. It's very expensive to go to Hawaii. I live in the United States, and it's very inaccessible still to go there, and it's just not a good look for anything. I don't know. It feels like this is a bad decision on every front, and I'm honestly very internally conflicted, because obviously I would love to qualify and go to the World Championships, and I would love to go there and be there with people, and seeing Hawaii would be nice and all. I mean, I've never really had any aspirations to go there. I guess it'd be nice, but in light of everything, and literally this Worlds was already the most expensive Worlds to travel to, pretty much ever for most people who went. Having it in Hawaii the very next year, and in spite of everything that's happening there currently, and in spite of how vocal the people who live in Hawaii have been about not wanting so many tourists to come, because it is already it's already being touristed well beyond the means of the location. Here, obviously here in Florida, we're in the continental United States, right? It's easy for us to bring stuff in if we don't have enough stuff for the tourists who are coming, right? But something like 80% of the food that is served to the tourists in Hawaii has to be imported, because it's just like a chain of islands. There's not enough stuff there. It's very hard to import that much food to an island in the middle of the ocean. I don't know. Maybe I sound preachy. Maybe I sound dumb. Maybe it sounds like I'm virtue signaling or something like that, but I don't know. Internally, I am conflicted. And I know that there are a good chunk of people out there who heard this announcement and also feel very internally conflicted. If you aren't, I'm not saying that you're a bad person or anything. Obviously, like I said, a lot of people don't know, and that's okay. It's okay to not know things, but if you do have all the facts and you're still excited to go to Hawaii and still excited to have the Pokemon World Championships there, I don't know. I'm making this because I have, basically 1,600 people here on YouTube who, well, they don't watch every video, but that's, whatever, who listen to me. And that is, that's 1,600 people who could go, put in a support ticket and say, hey, we shouldn't have the World Championships in Hawaii. This is a bad idea. Because so many people here in the United States don't know that Hawaii is being killed by tourism. I wouldn't be surprised if the people of the Pokemon Company didn't know. Now, obviously, I feel like they should be more well-informed than your average person, but it's very possible that they did their research and all that they heard about was the fires, and they went, oh, we can throw money at this, that's okay. I personally would like to see the World's venue changed. Personally, I would like to see them roll back this announcement and announce it to be somewhere else. Literally anywhere else. I don't care. If I have to pay a bunch of money to travel somewhere else, that's fine. I just don't feel like it's okay to have the World Championships in Hawaii. And I guess that's really all I have to say. Like I said, I really encourage you put in a support ticket if this video is resonating with you, if you agree with what I'm saying, if you feel like I'm not just rambling, go put in a support ticket with the Pokemon Company. And yeah, let's try to push this video to as many people as we can, because like I said, a lot of people just don't know. And if I can inform people and maybe enact a little bit of positive change, then that's good, I think. But yeah. With that, everybody, my name's Andrew. I'll catch you guys next time.